Hey everyone, and welcome back to another PGR video. In today's video we'll be going over Q. She will be our new Transcendant into the game, and of course she will be an S rank as well. Also, Q will be a 100% physical damage dealer, so she will be the first one we'll have on the global side for the Transcendant group. And in this video we'll quickly go over a quick little guide setup for Q, because for most of the Transcendants there's pretty much not too much to go over other than their skill kit obviously and how they work. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so for Q's basic attack, she launches consecutive attacks with her glaive, dealing 750% of physical damage in total, which is pretty good damage for a normal attack. It's also worth noting that all her orb skills do have super armor, so basically she won't be getting hit out of her skill animations as easy as all the other characters in the game. For Q's her ultimate, Dragon's Wrath, or cast 100 energy, calls upon a bird to perform a combination attack that deals 1400% of physical damage. That physical damage does grant her 60 sync rate basically onto her bar meter that she'll have underneath her. And then when Q enters this concentrated will state, bird will attack enemies continuously on the field. It will attack the person that is locked onto as a priority target for 7 seconds, dealing 2240% of physical damage. And also noting with her ultimate, you can swap off to Kamui, the other Transcendant that we have in the game, when she performs her ultimate. So her ultimate stays on the field for the 7 seconds. Also, it's worth noting that her signature memory set also grants her some energy back after she casts her ult. So it kind of feeds back into herself. Now moving on to her core passive. Obviously all the Transcendent characters will have the same little unique quirk that inside the dead zone, their attack is increased by 80%. With all this wall of text, I'll give you a short form of how her actual core passive pretty much just works. So basically for her core passive, she'll have a bar that has max of 60 points, and you want to spam up to 6 orbs, preferably 3 of the same color to deal more damage. After you do spam the 6 orbs, she will go into that concentrated will state, and the next orb she will have, they will be all empowered, and I believe each one of them will be a different color. So you get one of each colors, and at that point you pretty much just spam the empowered orbs that dish out more damage, and you try to ult, try to refresh the progress, and you can kind of like keep cycling back into yourself. So you would spam the 6 orbs, do the 3 empowered orbs, do the ult, and then rinse and repeat. That's pretty much her whole playstyle. Also noting that her memory set also feeds back into that bar, so that's why it makes it much easier for her to keep on doing the process over and over again. Also worth noting that the empower orbs in the cycle, they do not feed back into her bar to get back into that concentrated will state, so you got to keep that in mind. You are spamming those empowered orbs, they do not feed back into the bar. Now if you go over her SS passives all the way to her SSS plus passive, her S to SS rank is pretty much all you really need, especially for a free to play player. If you are a little more competitive in the game and a little more sweaty with your guild, then going a little bit higher in SS to SSS plus would be a little more appealing to actually do if you are into the guild a lot more. Pretty much if you definitely going to go down that road, you're going to want to get up to SSS plus, because then she does a crazy amount more damage with her ult. At triple S, she feeds back into her concentrated will state of pretty much a lot faster. You can start the battle with it. And at double S, it just increases concentrated will damage that you get by 5%, and also increasing your basic attack damage by 10%. So it's pretty good. It's not really worth it, I would say, for anyone who's close to being a free-to-play or a low spender in the game. But if you are a sweaty tryhard and you and your guild are as well, then for sure go for it. Now quickly going over the memory set that Q will be using. This will be a 6-piece memory set, so it comes pretty much everything you need with the 6-piece memory set, so everything will be onto this memory set. You won't be splitting or changing between different other ones like most constructs in the game, going like 2 and 4s. It'll just be a straight 6-piece, and extra damage increased by 5% and physical damage increased by 7%. 4-piece super armor of Sweeping Tempest lasts 2 seconds longer, so again that she gets super armor and all her orb skills, so she can't get interrupted basically. Physical damage decreased by 15% while super armor is active. That's actually really nice. And also this is a part of the memory set which feeds back into her concentrated will state. Gains 24 energy upon entering the concentrated will state. Immediately gains 1 single orb for each color after casting signature. It's a really good memory set, really thought out for her and her playstyle. As for the weapons, I would pretty much say that the 5-star one is the only weapon you pretty much need for a majority of players. After casting a blue skill, physical damage increased by 10%, 5 seconds, and the duration resets every time it's triggered. The 5-star one will pretty much get you through everything you need in the game pretty much. And if you are, again, a little bit more sweaty, a little more try hard in guild, or you want to test your luck on the banner, then why not try to get yourself the 6-star one. The 6-star one is obviously the biggest increase to her damage, increases physical damage by 20%, also the attack damage of her ult, and it also applies a new effect to her ult, which gives this curse incarnate. And the curse basically attaches lingering damage to the enemy for a portion of physical damage right here, and afterwards it will explode. So pretty cool, very, very, very cool. The weapon itself looks freaking sick, in my opinion. I did do one multi on the weapon banner. I didn't get so lucky. I did get the 5-star weapon, so that's pretty much all I needed. And yeah, I'm very happy about that. Now, lastly, on to one of my favorite parts of all of these videos is the skins. I always love looking at the skins of these characters because I think the aesthetics of all the characters in this game are freaking cool, especially actually the base forms of them. Out of all the ones that she has right now on global, obviously these two are pretty much the same, and these are the other more different ones. I like the one where she's all base and normal, the little thing going over her head. This is the one I like the most so far. There are some other ones coming in the future. I will have them on screen. The Chinese New Year one, I would probably say is obviously the best looking one out of all of them. I think it's really designed a lot nice. I do like the white on red a lot, and plus I like how that her head ornament kind of matches the end piece of her weapon. So, and instead of having that green, now she has that white. It changes her up a lot. She gets her eyes turning red in the picture, yeah. So probably my favorite looking one. I can't remember if this one is a gacha skin or if it's just a straight up buy. I believe it is just a straight up buy for a certain price. It would be probably 168 RC on release, and that's with the discount. Alright, now so that was pretty much everything I did have to go over for Q in this video. I tried to make it as short as I can, and going over as much important points as I can too, because there's not too much to go over these Transcendants. Again, the memory sets are pretty much given to them. There's a 6-piece, you don't have to like change too much. It's not like a 2-piece you have to get in a 4-piece to kind of do all these different combinations. It's just a straight up 6-piece, and her core pass is pretty straightforward after you kind of understand that big wall text. So again, if you guys found this video informative and informational and helpful in any way, leaving a like, subscribe, we greatly appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next Punch Career video. Peace.